Tara Tinsley with the local music scene, here with Roy Dean. I had the pleasure of being able to listen to a little bit of his music before I got here, and I really loved it. I love your voice, I love the way you write your music. It's a really great style, and I'm attracted to that style. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah. How do you describe your music to the general public?
That's a rough one. I just like to say I'm honest. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's all about believing what the guy's saying to you. Until I was about 18 years old, I thought Johnny Cash really did shoot a man in Reno. You know, so it's just honest. It's I don't know. That's what I come up with.
Well, great. Yeah. I mean, I hear that in your music. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Mostly my family. Be it past or present, people that I've lost throughout the way, or the friends I meet here at the tattoo shop, or at shows, or on tour, or helping hand of a stranger, struggles and hardships and triumphs. I guess that's what I sing about. So.
Yeah. When and how, I guess, did you start writing, or I mean, even getting into music? I mean, how did that first plunge into music start?
Well, I was raised in a really strict Pentecostal home. My mom's a traveling evangelist, and so I was raised around a lot of bluegrass and country music. As a teenager, I kind of rebelled against that and became a punk rocker, whatever that means. And getting older and started a family and running a business, you kind of go back to the roots of your raising, so to speak. You know, you always turn back to what you can count on. I got a guitar when I was probably 25, learned some instrumentals, blew on the harmonica because I learned about Bob Dylan a little bit too late. And I don't know, it was probably 2.5 years ago. My wife at the time and I were at Guitar Center, and she's like, yeah, you should get a guitar, you should get a new one, you know? It's like, yeah, that's a great deal. She's like, well, if you get this, you better do something with it. And so here I am. Summertime in the valley, and that temperature, boy, she's climbing high. We watch fireworks light up the fairway, babe, jump in the field on the 4th of July. And these boys, they cruise around McKinney with their babies on graffiti. When I was young, I said I'd move away. Now I live here until I die. You know I live here, babe, till I die. And that's alright. So turn off that old radio. We never needed it here, babe. Don't you know? Just let our voices sing. Folks count frames down at Yosemite Lanes while the fuse of my cigarette ignites. And me, I'm in my middle age now. Got the sun sitting right by my side. We're sitting at the corner of J Street down at Serrano's coffee shop. You know, the girls look fine as they walk by. Place where sharp tones gather to talk. A place where sharp tones gather to talk now. And that's alright. So turn off that old radio. Never needed it here, babe. Don't you know? Just let our voices sing.
songs are very, very poetic. They flow very well, and the words have, a deep meaning, like you said, honesty. I mean, is there a way you usually write your songs? Do you usually write the words first, or does the music come first? I mean, how does that happen?
It's a really weird get-up. I usually just start playing some chords and then coming up with words, and it's written at the same time, 9 times out of 10. There's a couple. I have this silly song about baseball, and one night I came up with the verse, and 3 months later I made the song because I had remembered it. But for the most part, it's sitting down, playing some chords, and then hearing a melody, and then just trucking from there.
Online, you described, you recorded some of the things at home, and I was very surprised at that because it was very good quality. What do you usually use for recording?
I use a Tascam Pocket Studio. I'm a really big fan of Bruce Springsteen, and my favorite album by him is Nebraska, and it was recorded at home with like an 8-track, and he took it to his band, and he's like, check it out, learn these songs, and they were like, no, those are the songs. And it was really cool. So I usually come to work, and I set that little 4-track digital recorder on top of my Craftsman, and then I send them straight to the computer. I am not knowledgeable about recording. I know nothing about mixing, mastering. They're pretty raw, but one of my favorite songs that I listen to are recorded with that same heart.
So is that how, when you write, you remember the songs that you write? Because you said it comes out at once. I mean, how do you remember?
I usually write them like as I'm playing them. I'll start writing down. Like I'd come up with the chorus first mostly, and then I just write it down as I go.
Oh, so you write it, okay.
Yeah, I do write it down. I don't memorize everything. Yeah, that's not me. But I have stacks of crumbled, weird, mystic-looking scrawlings that end up being my lyrics because my handwriting is not that legible. But I understand.
Well, you have a lot of albums and split albums. How do you feel that your albums have evolved over time? I mean, do you feel like they've evolved into something, or it's still the same style, or what do you think?
I can't judge that rightly. I think that's up to maybe the people that listen to me, my friends mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just I listen to a lot of different things, have a lot of different influences. One song might be like considered a country song, one song folky to somebody, the other one's bluesy. I don't know, but just maybe depending on what I've been going through during that period, it might have a certain thing to it.
Yeah. Is there one that you feel describes you best at the moment? Maybe the most recent one or a past one that you feel like is one of your favorite that represents your music the best and the most?
I don't know. I think there's a song I wrote called Golden Shores, and I think that's about where my heart's at, and it introduces myself good to the crowd. My daddy was a sinner, dear mama, she's a saint. Well, I'm anchored by his hard luck, but I sail with her faith. My love is a guiding light through the darkest of storms. She calms all the waves and greets me with open arms. The treasures that I've found won't remain here on this earth, for their souls will fly high as their bones rest in the dirt. Our burden seems so heavy and our guilt it stretches wide. Forgiveness is seldom easy and hatred is never. When my final hour comes, my last breath is drawn, when God calls me home to walk those golden shores. No, don't you weep for me, just let it be, and know that your boy ain't hurting anymore. Brothers and sisters, this is my call to arms. Before my time does come, I'd like to ride on my arms. Hope to be a better man and keep some good luck by my side. For my son to always turn to me when he needs some good advice. The wise old man shared some lasting words with me. Said you better keep a tight grip, boy, on all good memories. 'Cause that's all we'll take with us when it's all said and done. So pass me the whiskey, brother, and sing me a song. 'Cause when my final hour comes, my last breath is drawn, when God calls me home to walk those golden shores. No, don't you weep for me, just let it be. Know that your boy ain't hurting anymore. So when my final hour comes, my last breath is drawn, when God calls me home to walk those golden shores. No, don't you weep for me, just let it be. Know that your boy ain't hurting anymore. Just know I'll wait for you on those golden shores. Please know I'll wait for you on those golden shores.
Is there any cool stories that you have about being on the road? I know there's crazy experiences.
Yeah,
you
I don't think there's any I want my mom to hear about.
Well, are there any G-rated stories, or maybe at least
Just meeting people. Just not knowing how you're going to make it home when you're in Bremerton or Seattle, Washington, and then the helping hand of a stranger leads you that way. Somebody putting you up for the night, or feeding you a meal because they found something in your songs. I mean, when you're playing music, you have a lot of time to have the floor and hope that people listen to you. And what is it that you're trying to say? Are you going to sing about how awesome you are and how you own all this stuff and the ladies love you, or are you going to sing the truth?
Yeah.
And when you sing the truth, I think that you might not get monetary gain out of it, but success to me is your friends singing your songs. And if it's a friend here in town or in Portland or in Reno or wherever it may be, it means just as much. So that's what I find through a tour. That's my cool tour story.
Yeah. Well, I love that. That's
a
a really great story. Yeah. Some people have the partying story and stuff, but that's a more real story and it's more heartfelt
just
story.
Building something. It's about keeping it going, the momentum of it.
Yeah. Well, great. I hear that you have a mission statement. Can you share that with us?
It's just, really just to work hard and stay humble, man. Play these songs for people and hope that they find something in them, whether it be triumph or tragedy, and that we can kind of find solidarity between that and rejoice through that in song. You're playing a show to people who have to go to work tomorrow, who are going through terrible things, who've seen hard times, and there's no guarantee that tomorrow's coming. So if you can sing every song like it's your last one, like my buddy McDougal says, that's pretty much the mission statement, just to let people know that, I'm not here to play for you to be the cool guy or to, try to get chicks after the show, because Lord knows that never happens. It's just to have a good time and hope you can find something. Every show I play, I have some sort of question every day in my life, and through this music I found a lot of answers. Whether it be a new friend or something a stranger passes on to me, like a fellow told me, hey, I ain't never seen a hearse towing a U-Haul. And I was like, wow, man, you just blew my mind. You think of these things and you find these answers along the way, and whether they move a mountain for you or whether they just get you to the next town, it's really what it's about. And the people that come to see me mostly are my friends, and I hope that if they aren't, by the time they do see me, maybe we can be, because why not?
That's great. That's great. Wow, we need more musicians like you in the world.
I appreciate it. I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. I'm a 3-chord scholar, man. That's okay.
Well, can you tell everybody out there where they can find you if they want to find you?
You can download a bunch of my albums for free on Bandcamp at roydean.bandcamp.com. There's Reverb Nation /Roy Dean, or just Google my name. I'm not the karate guy. There's another Roy Dean. He's a karate guy. I don't want him to kick my ass, so don't write him about folk songs. Look for this guy.
Well, great. And that's me, Tara Tinsley with the Local Music Scene, and Roy Dean. Check him out.